Listen to what the White House has to say about those migrant buses. Watch this.
We're in constant communication and contact with governors just across the country. I don't have anything specific to that, the specific on migrants being shipped to other states. We believe it's shameful that some governors are using migrants as a political tool, as a political play.
Fox News contributor Joe Concha joins us now. Joe, I thought the White House wanted to spread these migrants throughout the country. So why are they objecting when Governor Greg Abbott of the great state of Texas helps them do that?
Should be a big bear hug and a thank you, right, Todd? And the press secretary's response, really loses its oomph, by the way, when her outrage is coming from pre-written notes and she reads it verbatim with almost zero conviction. What's also shameful is that we're now on pace to see more than 4 million migrants illegally cross into this country at the U.S. southern border in the first 2 years of this administration. And we have a president that refuses to address the situation, refuses to visit the border, to talk to officials there on the ground, to see just how bad this crisis that really is a catastrophe has become. The Vice President, Kamala Harris, no better. She never speaks about the border in any meaningful way, never did get to that whole finding out what the root causes thing is regarding migration that she was tasked with solving. So when Texas or Arizona gets flooded with migrants, our leaders say, well, sorry, you know what? That's your problem. Don't count on the feds. Use your resources instead. But the minute the problem comes to Washington, then suddenly it's considered shameful. It's an absolute joke, guys. It's beyond, well, shameful.
Yeah, and what Muriel Bowser said in D.C. just proves that what Abbott's doing down in Texas is working. So if you're Abbott, you're going, I'm gonna keep doing this, give them a little taste of what I'm experiencing and see what happens.
Yeah, Carly, and Muriel Bowser and Dana Perino made a great point about this yesterday. She goes on a Sunday morning talk show, and the whole topic the whole time is about how Muriel Bowser and Washington, D.C. are now victims because of what was called a political ploy in sending these migrants there, and not one question, as Dana pointed out, about rampant crime in Washington, D.C. that's gone completely out of control. In other words, the interview was completely about what the mayor wanted it to be about instead of an open session of questions around all the problems facing our nation's capital. So kudos to Dana. Just wanted to put that out there.
Meantime, CNN gushing over gas prices, sliding back down ever so slightly after recently hitting an all-time high. Listen.
Pressure at the pump is easing for millions of Americans as gas prices have now fallen for the 35th straight day. The nationwide average now sits at $4.50 per gallon. That is going to make my dad very happy.
Joe, isn't that a perfect example of how out of touch the mainstream media is with the average American who's not viewing that 50-cent decrease as like, oh, we win now. They're looking at the $2 average increase since Joe Biden took office and being like, wow, we have to make a choice over food or gas.
I'm certain, Todd, that, and my dad's probably watching. Dad, it's 5:20 in the morning, all right? Get back to bed, but he gets up to watch these things. But I'm certain if I were to call him after, I know, Carly, isn't that cool? He rooted for me in Little League, and here he is now still. But if, he were to go to the gas station today, which he may, because I think he's driving somewhere pretty far a little bit later, he would not be saying, wow, Joe, I'm really happy that I'm only paying $4.50 per gallon. I mean, look, that's nearly double of what the cost was when this administration came into office. So while it's good that gas prices are going down, the problem is that if you talk to any analyst, they will tell you that by October, it may go back above $5 and even more because there's certain what am I looking for here? There's a word. I swear to God, there is. Oh, help me out here, guys. It's
no, just say hot dog.
Well, there's something. What's that?
Just say hot dog. It'll segue beautifully.
Hot dog. Thank you. Hot dog. Anyway.
We'll tell you why we wanted you to say hot dog in just a little bit.
You're going to have to stick around for that, Joe.
Sanctions. Guys, I got it. It came to me. I'm sorry. It's early. Sanctions. Oh, no. Thank you. Okay. On Russian oil in Europe, right, that will probably drive gas prices up again. I don't know why I couldn't think of a very simple word, but I'm sure this is going to appear somewhere later.
It's happened to me too many times.
Joe, you got to get going to where you have to get going to get going. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Enjoy
Joe.
your Wednesday.
Thank you.
And hi, Joe's dad.
Sanctions.
Appreciate it.
Hi, Joe, Dad. Do the work.
Hi, Dad.
Senior meteorologist